you might be wondering, how is this number determined? And who set the daily limit for the other elements? Welcome to the CaloriMate app. Of course, you most likely clicked the link within the app and came here to see the detailed explanation we mentioned there. We'd love if you could write to us in the comments so we can see our wonderful users and get to know you better. The first thing you'll notice in CaloriMate is the notification icon at the top. That's where you can see the latest updates and suggestions. The second thing is this magic AI box. You'll discover that it can do so many things. Here, you can suggest your next meal or even an entire diet plan. And we'll see more of that in a bit. Let's try writing a meal and see what happens. By the way, the app supports other languages, and it will respond to you in your own language. Hit send. Immediately, you'll see a result, like the one in front of us. It shows the total calories of the meal, along with a smart comment telling you whether this meal fits your goal or not. It also shows the total amount of other macros. Then, it explains for each element in the meal how many calories it contains, so you can understand your meal's components better. There's an option here to edit the meal you entered, so you don't have to re-enter the entire meal again. Now, let's add the meal to our meal log. You'll see the app takes you to the calories page after it has added the meal to your daily log, and it adjusts to your consumption of the nutritional elements. Now, you might be wondering, how does it adjust my water consumption? Let's go back to our magic box and enter the amount of water we drank. It's perfectly fine to write it in any other language. We add the water just like we did with the meal. You'll see the amount gets added just like the other elements. So, what else can our magic box do? Let's try typing that we walked for an hour, for example. You'll see it calculates the calories you burned during the walk or any other activity. And if you add that activity to your daily log, you'll see those calories deducted from your total daily calories. And of course, if you feel the conversation is getting too long, you can clear it, and the page will be empty again. Now, let's see what that plus sign does. It displays your frequently used meals, so you don't have to type them out every time, or keep a long conversation history. For example, I've added a snack meal that I use frequently. Tapping on it will fill the magic box with its text and calculate its calories right away. Now, let's move to the last feature on this long page, calculating calories from images. This feature, which all other calorie apps offer as a paid service, is 100% free in CaloriMate, as we'll see in a moment. You choose an image or take one directly from your camera, and the app will calculate the calories with ease. Now, let's move on to the second screen, the calorie screen. By now, throughout the video, you might be wondering, how is this number determined? And who set the daily limit for the other elements? There are two methods. The first is a manual method, where you set your own daily target for each element. The second method lets artificial intelligence determine these numbers for you based on your answers to some simple questions. Don't worry, all those questions are translated in all common languages, but it was hard to make a new video for each language. So please bear with us. After you answer the questions, you'll see that the daily limit for each element changes based on your answers. An important point is that sometimes gender can affect your daily needs, like protein, for example. Now, let's go to the My Meals page. For example, if a meal's calorie count wasn't accurate and you want to adjust it to the number you calculated, you can go into the Meals Edit page and change any value you want. Then go back to the Calories page and pull down to refresh. You'll see that the total number is updated based on the changes you made. You can also completely delete a meal if you added it by mistake, or change the date of a meal if you forgot to record it on its actual day. Now we'll explain the meal suggestions and diet plans. But first, let's take a look at this page. This page records the contents of your pantry or fridge, so that when we make a suggestion, the AI can recommend meals based on what you have available. For example, let's have CaloriMate suggest a meal. It calculates your calorie consumption for the day, takes into account your previous answers, and considers your maximum calorie limit so you don't exceed your daily target. And of course, it focuses on the ingredients you have in your kitchen. Now, let's play a game. We'll tell CaloriMate about other ingredients and also let it know that there are certain things we don't like and that we prefer. Air fryer meals. CaloriMate takes calorie counting to a whole new level. Now, let's ask it to create a diet plan. It listens and factors in what you want to avoid and what you like. Our final page today is the weight tracking page. The first thing that happens when you open the page is an automated AI message. CaloriMate observes the progress of your weight and gives you a note, as if it were looking at the screen with you. It offers you some tips and even an encouraging message to motivate you to continue. After that, you can explore the More screen at your leisure, because in short, you're probably exhausted from this long explanation. Now you can use CaloriMate with ease. And if you have any suggestions for a new feature you'd like to see, please write them in the comments. I'd like to tell you that 70% of what you saw was suggested by users, and we're just adding these features because they mean a lot to us. See you in a new video.